Hi, welcome to my Images of Change project. Today we are going to be learning about how the climate is affecting our world and how humans are responsible for it. The Earth is in crisis. Everywhere there are examples of rapid warming of the Earth caused by greenhouse gases produced by factories, cars, and the burning of fossil fuels, etc. For example, this is a photo of the Bering Sea ice between Alaska and Russia in 2013. 5 years later, in 2018, the ice has severely receded northward. The shrinking of ice at the Bering Sea is just one part of the overall effects of global warming. Here, this photo shows the polar ice caps back in 2004. By 2012, the ice caps were reduced in half, destroyed by the warming of the Earth. The Valvarov Glacier has also shown effects of climate change. This photo shows the glacier in 2013. Just 5 years later, in 2018, the glacier changed dramatically. Another example is the lack of snow in the Southern Rockies. Between 2016 and 18, there has been a severe lack of snow in the southern region of the Rockies caused by climate change. As a result, the lack of snowpack contributed to an overall drought in the region. The OK Glacier in Iceland is another example of climate change. Between 1986 and 2019, a period of 33 years, the glacier has almost completely melted away. The NOAA has been measuring the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere every month. As you can see, since 2005, the amount of CO2 has increased by over 30 CO2 parts per million. This is happening because of human production of CO2 gases, including factory emissions. Here, this chart shows the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere for the past 40,000 years. As you can see, in recent times, the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere has jumped up an extra 1,000 parts per million, and it doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon. There was an attempt to stop this growth. In 2016, 195 countries signed the Paris Agreement, which stated that governments work together to keep the global temperature no more than 1.5 degrees above pre-industrial levels. Unfortunately, the agreement was weakened when Trump withdrew the US from the accords. This was hugely detrimental because the US was responsible for much of the CO2 emissions. Shortly after, China pulled out of the agreement as well. But there is still hope. If the world can take specific steps to decrease its emissions, the world can make an impact to decrease the overall global temperature. Things that countries can do is grow forests, use more nuclear power, tax industries using coal and oil, and increase energy efficiency like using hybrid cars and solar power. Thanks for watching.